Good morning, everybody. Tom, thank you. And it was really nice to hear about your journey here at Joseph. And I want to wish you continued success here. And I think your journey is inspiring to many others. As I met a few of the folks along the line here, one person had been here about 21 years, roughly 2 decades like you, and another person was working on their first year, and I asked if he was on. I asked you if you were on the 21-year plan, and you said yes. I think that's a sign of a great company. When you have that stability, when you have upward mobility, when you look at a community and say, or company and say, this is where I can grow, this is where I can put food on the table for my family, this is where I can provide more freedom and opportunity for the people that I love. And it enhances a community because it means this is where I'm going to buy a home and go to church and send my kids to school and really become part of the fabric of what is an amazing county in York County and a great community in Dillsburg. And so I honor that. I respect that. And I appreciate, Tom, hearing your story about how Joseph has provided that for you. And Anthony, I appreciated hearing the story of Anthony's, of Joseph's growth here and your father's vision and the way in which you have now taken up that mantle of leadership. And I don't know if those two belong to you, if they're the next generation here.
There's Joseph too.
There you go. You ready, my man? This is all going to be yours one day. All going to be yours. Learn a lot. But I think that the generational growth, the fact that your pop was willing to take that risk, the fact that you still have that same hunger, it sounds like he had to build this, it's inspiring, it's exciting, and it's something that we're really proud to know is here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And we want to help build on that. We want to help take that story here and expand opportunities like this all across Pennsylvania. And so let me share some remarks about our journey when it comes to economic development and growth here in Pennsylvania, together with a great leader like Secretary Siger and wonderful partners like Kevin Schreiber, who does an amazing job here in York County promoting the heck out of this county and making sure that opportunities come here. I want you to know that I believe Pennsylvania should be a place where everyone has the freedom to chart their own course and the opportunity to succeed. And here we believe that that is being made possible because of an extraordinary company like Joseph and all of the ancillary impacts, positive impacts that a company like this has on a community and other companies across Pennsylvania. But to be clear, when Secretary Siger and I took office, Pennsylvania really wasn't putting its A game forward, wasn't doing its best when it came to economic growth and opportunity. That was for a number of reasons that we've been able to address. First, we knew we needed to have the people power in our organization, in our state government, to be able to do this important work. We hired Secretary Siger and a terrific team of people at the Department of Community and Economic Development who are now in a strong position to do this work. But even with great folks, and you know this here at Joseph, if you don't have a roadmap, if you don't have a plan, if you don't know what you're building, you're not going to be successful. And for 20 years, Pennsylvania languished when it came to economic development because we didn't have an economic development strategy. We have that now. And we are focused on 5 key areas of growth and opportunity, which we believe are going to create jobs and economic opportunity all across Pennsylvania. Energy, robotics and technology, manufacturing are 3 of the key components of our growth strategy. We're seeing here today manufacturing as a way, as a tool to create jobs, not just here at Joseph, but to create other opportunities and businesses across Pennsylvania. In fact, I noted when I was walking through here with Anthony and asked him all the different parts you get for these machines, where are they coming from? I think you said about 50 or 60% are coming from other Pennsylvania companies. So think about that. Joseph is providing the materials that are needed to run an EV or to be able to open or close a window in your home. And they're actually being able to source their materials from Pennsylvania companies that are able to create opportunities because of those that are done here at Joseph. The downstream impacts of what you're doing are in many ways just as important as the upstream impact that you are having, whether on our roadways or in our homes all across Pennsylvania and across this great country. So we view Joseph as an important catalyst for the manufacturing effort that we want to put forward in Pennsylvania for years and years to come. And so the question is, we've got this economic development strategy, we've got the personnel to do it. How do we get the tools necessary to be able to make these investments and allow a company like Joseph to be able to expand? Well, that comes by doing common sense, bipartisan work. You know, I'm now the only governor in the country, it'll change here in a few weeks, the only governor in the country with a divided legislature. Why do I share that with you? Because for me to get anything done, and this may be a question on a test, so pay attention on how a bill becomes a law. For me to get anything done in our state capitol, it requires Republican votes and Democratic votes. And so what it really means is it requires common sense, something that we're trying to deploy every day here in Pennsylvania. And the attitude that we bring to bear, which is getting stuff done, focusing on results, putting points on the board for Pennsylvanians. And so I approached the legislature now over the last two budgets and asked them for more tools to be able to build sites up so that we have more manufacturing capacity, to be able to invest in companies that are already here and help them expand, to be able to find other companies and entice them to come to Pennsylvania. Thankfully, lawmakers have agreed, Republican and Democrat alike, and now we have the tools necessary to be able to invest in a company like this. And so why are we betting on Joseph? Because Joseph is betting on American manufacturing, and they're betting on Pennsylvania. They're going to create dozens of new jobs here and begin what hopefully will be a multi-pronged expansion here so that Dillsburg becomes the capital of the world when it comes to making this type of machinery that's powering our cars and making sure our homes are safe and secure and much, much more. I want you guys to know that as Secretary Seiger and I go and visit other manufacturing sites, whether it's a science center or any kind of other manufacturing facility, and they've got machinery like this, particularly at the Life Sciences Center we visited a couple weeks ago, I'll always ask them, where'd your machinery come from? And you should see the look on my face when they tell me Germany or somewhere that is not Pennsylvania. Now I'm going to take your business cards with me and hand them out to these companies that have machines like this and say, you better be going to Dillsburg, to York County, to Joseph in order to get machinery like this to make your product. The beauty of this is they can make any product in the world, and they can provide that assistance for the raw material that's necessary to power our economy going forward. We've got to onshore more manufacturing in this country, and Joseph is a key part of this. So this is an important bet for the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and a bet based on your father's legacy and your energy and drive and determination, I know is going to pay off. We're excited for your future. We're excited to be here and invest in Joseph today, and we're excited about the future of Pennsylvania. With our personnel in place, our economic development strategy now taking hold, and the tools that folks have come together to give us to make these investments, I think great days are ahead for Pennsylvania and Pennsylvania manufacturing in particular. And for my part, I'm going to keep working hard with Republicans and Democrats alike to get stuff done for the good people of Pennsylvania and be a model for the rest of the country. So I want to say thank you to all of you who are here today doing this work. I know we heard from two of your leaders today, but you all are the ones who are doing the hard work every day, and I'm excited to get a few minutes to visit with you at the conclusion here of this program. Before I get to visit with you, I got to take some questions from these folks in the back. So allow me to take a few questions, then we'll get a chance to talk. But just to, again, say thank you to the Joseph team. Thank you to Secretary Seiger for his leadership. Thank you, Kevin, to you and your team here in York County. This is a team game, as Secretary Seiger said, and we're proud of the teammates we have in this effort. Thank you all very, very much. Okay. Thank you, gang. All right. Now, Dennis, I'm going to call on you first. We'll see how long they have patience for all your questions, okay? Go ahead.
Softball first. How was Joseph chosen, and where, if there's other companies seeing this and want to get involved, how does it do that?
Sure. Secretary Seiger reviews lots of different proposals for grants and other support from the Commonwealth. He can speak more specifically about this process. But one of the things that the economic development strategy makes clear is where we want to invest. So it's no longer a guessing game for companies. They know what our priorities are. They know what we believe in and what we're trying to accomplish here in the Commonwealth. we've simplified the process of being able to get access to state dollars so we can get them out into the community more quickly. And so a company like Joseph now knows they've got a partner in Pennsylvania. It's a relatively easy process, and they are directly in line with our goals and our objectives here in Pennsylvania to improve our manufacturing sector. Anything you want to add to that? Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
So-called red wave of an election. Will those two things affect how you approach voting in the legislature this coming time?
Not at all. Every day I put my head, my heart into this job. I love serving as governor. I think I've made it clear that I don't want to go anywhere. I want to continue to do this work and continue to build on our success, bringing Republicans and Democrats together to get stuff done in Pennsylvania. I mean, think about it. We've come together to invest in public education, fix our formulas so now every child of God gets an opportunity for quality education regardless of their zip code. We all know that education is a foundation of that. We also know that economic development and growth and opportunity is critical to having more freedom and opportunity. And so today is yet another example of our investment in economic growth and opportunity. We know that you're not going to thrive if you don't live in a safe community. That's why we've made historic investments in public safety in Pennsylvania. We've done all of that by bringing Republicans and Democrats together. So we're going to continue to focus on economic opportunity, schools, safety, and things that bring people together. So my focus won't change. And look, despite the fact that there was, obviously an election that saw some significant change at the national level, here at the state level, we continue to reelect people who are focused on bringing more opportunity, who are willing to work together. The Democrats retain their majority in the House. The Republicans maintain their majority in the Senate. And I'm prepared to continue to work with both of them to advance the cause of real freedom and opportunity in Pennsylvania.
You often talk about the challenges of that divided legislature.
Yeah.
And how it can be difficult. How much more difficult would it have been had the House, Republicans won 2 more seats in the House? It would have been a
Yeah,
divided
I don't think we need to engage in hypotheticals. The voters returned to Democratic House, Republican Senate, and we're going to continue to work together. We've got a proven track record of getting stuff done. You guys want to jump in on any of these? I'd love it. Anyway, but any of you can answer too. Dennis doesn't care. Yeah. No. Listen, Attorney General Dave Sunday is a really quality guy, someone I worked closely with when I was AG and he was district attorney. He's someone who I know will enforce the law without fear or favor. He'll bring his own approach to the job, as he should. He was chosen by the voters to lead that critically important office. He and I have communicated. We're going to continue to communicate, and I know we'll work together to protect the good people of Pennsylvania. Amy? Well, let's wait and see what the president-elect's plans actually are on that front. Yeah.
With the House Democrats taking or being in the House, how important is that for your economic incentive or your budget, especially under this?
Well, look, I congratulate Speaker McClinton, Leader Bradford, Chairman Harris, and the entire team in the House Democrats. They faced some significant headwinds, and they won. They retained their majority. I guess I'd go back to what I said earlier in response to one of the questions. We're going to continue to do what we've always done, which is to bring Democrats and Republicans together to make progress on common sense areas, to kind of forgo the extremes of our politics and instead stay focused on finding common ground. And having Speaker McClinton's leadership, Leader Bradford, and others, I know will be an important part of that, as will the work we do with the Senate majority. We're all going to work together to continue to get stuff done.
Bradford told me yesterday you have what he calls a national brand now. And you're going to get this question a lot over the next couple of years.
Only if you show up, I guess, will I get whatever question you're about to ask.
For the record, I'm the first person to ask you about this 2 years ago, but the fact of the matter is you're going to shortlist for president for the next time, and now that Donald Trump won, some people are suggesting, Democrats can have a great night. What do you think?
Yeah. I think the most important thing I can do is do my job. I love my job. I love serving as governor, and I'm going to continue to do this work with the fervor that I've done it with over the last, 18, 19 months. It is critically important that we deliver for the good people of Pennsylvania. We stay focused on results-oriented work, putting points on the board every single day, getting stuff done. That's what I'm going to continue to do and ignore the noise. How about we focus on now, okay? What else? Anything else? All right. Hey, thank you all very much. Good to be with you. Good job. Good job.